Well, here it is, the play-by-play back and forth comparison of Michael Jordan against the Charlotte Hornets in 2001 and LeBron James against the Charlotte Hornets in 2023. I included a lot of elements of the game, not just the offense, to try and get a better idea of the difference of the era. And there are two more videos before this one that provide context. So if you want the nitty gritty, the stats, the asterisks, and all of that, please watch the two precursor videos to this one. All right, without further ado, let's break it down. All right, we are going to start with Michael Jordan. Since he had 51 points, that means we have more of his shots to go through. Also, he donated his entire year's salary to the release for 9/11. Tyronn Lue, Baron Davis, Eldon Campbell. You know, I actually ran into Baron Davis. Well, I passed him on the street in San Francisco on Columbus Avenue. He was coming out of a Burgermeister with a little hottie. That was during the We Believe run. What, 2007? Jesus, that's ages ago already. All right, I'm going to include a few non-scoring plays just to show how Mike is moving around. I want to show the difference in the game. Oh, no, that's right. Mike does score on this possession. He just had to do a lot of work first. Boom. All right, let's cut to the Charlotte game. There's LeBron with the ball, and LeBron is done. I mean, just look at him. He's done. He's already finished. Okay, it's going to do a little... Okay, I thought he was going to try and play defense, but he just olayed the guy. Not a good start for LeBron. All right, back to MJ. Quick catch and release. Boom. Let's let it run. You know, let's let it to get a better sense of how different the game is. Let's do offense and defense, a couple of back and forth possessions. Mike was listed at 190 or 195. I didn't know he was that heavy with the Wizards. I mean, he's no 260 like LeBron. All right, let's cut back to LeBron. There he is standing up at the top of the key. Now he has the ball. He's driving and passes it into traffic. Like I said, we're going to show offense and defense a couple of times. There's LeBron in the bottom right. Just not doing very much. All right, back to the 2001 game. There's MJ with the rebound. Looks like he's going to bring it up himself. And then post up. Oh, that's just dirty. He made a fool out of that guy. Looks like he hustled back, rushing in for some lockdown defense. Chasing his defender, little hand in the face, and a miss. Now, back in present day, watch that guy just go by LeBron like he's not even there. That is not good defense. I'm sorry. That's not me being biased. I mean, the guy went by him like he was in concrete. LeBron's bringing it up. He passes back to Schroeder. Schroeder drives off the glass. They count that as an assist now, even though Schroeder dribbled several times. Well, LeBron hasn't scored yet, but let's go ahead and skip back to 2001. Got to keep this balanced. Oh my God. What is he, 4 for 4? That is such a pretty release. All right, I'm going to jump ahead to LeBron scoring. And there's his little patented clear out arm, spin, fadeaway. That's a pretty good shot, actually. This was a decent game for LeBron. He had a few of those. You know, I would have much rather picked on him in one of his games where he was just dreadful. But, all right, so there's one for LeBron. Back to 2001. MJ has the ball. MJ gives it up. Now, MJ goes running baseline, fights against the D. He's got the ball there. And he rises up He misses, so there's a miss for MJ. I'm going to let it run for a minute, see what MJ does after a miss. Looks like he's out on Baron Davis. Baron Davis ain't going anywhere. Back to LeBron. There's LeBron at the top right, just standing there. Generally speaking, I feel like they all stand a lot more these days. Like watching the 2001 game is exhausting in comparison. That is a beautiful bald head, isn't it? I mean, seriously, I'd rather look at the back of Michael Jordan's head than LeBron's face. More of Michael Jordan's superstar teammates. We all know Jahidi White, right? For those who don't know, MJ is 6'6". Look at him cut in between the big guys and tip that in. That's an old man putting in the work. Back to LeBron, and LeBron has a fadeaway here. But look at the space. I don't understand the lack of defense. Anyway, that was a decent shot. I'll give him that. Back to MJ. MJ is going for it, and he's fouled on the layup. All right, that's MJ's first layup attempt of the day. A little friendly jawing between him and B. Diddy. MJ shoots and makes 2 free throws. All right, let's go back to LeBron. That's him bringing it up, and he decides to chuck up a 3. And look, he just leaves. After he bricks it, he's just done. He comes back, and he's just standing there. I mean, those are the things that bother me as much as the misses. And the fact that he's 0 for 5 and has no problem still chucking them up. All right, back to MJ. That's him with the ball. He just passed it off. And now he cuts baseline, goes around, catch, and release. Who is that, Klay Thompson? That is a 39-year-old man with that smooth release. All right, back to LeBron. Look at him walking up. And it's not just him, but it's mostly him. Look at him at the top of the key, just doing nothing. Generally speaking, I feel like there's a lot more standing around in today's game. I mean, look at the other end. Look at LeBron just standing there. I mean, they're all kind of standing. I can't resist. This is the same sequence. I'm just cutting a few seconds out. And look, it's more standing. Look at LeBron just standing up there. I can't believe this shit. Go watch my original post of this game if you think I'm being unfair, because that all really just happened. All right, here's MJ. He's being guarded by a guy who is 6'9". MJ misses. I told you I was going to include everything. Gets MJ off his feet here, but look at the recovery. Look at the tenacity. I mean, look at the energy being spent by the 39-year-old on D. Now, in order to get this shot off, LeBron just has to take a step forward. He bricks it, and then he leaves. I'm including this so you can see how MJ pops over with the help defense. It's a little different than LeBron's D. All right, back on offense. MJ is taking a 6'9" guy to the hole. Oh my God, that's a difficult shot. Wow. And hustling back on D. Now he's got to go guard the 6'9" guy. Remember, MJ's 6'6". Looks like lockdown D, 39-year-old, locking it up. All right, we better get back to LeBron. And LeBron is about to come up. He's going to set a moving screen, which he always does for a pick and roll that's going to benefit himself, and he misses. And he's busy complaining. All right, MJ with a rebound. Bring it up, old man. Rise up and pop it in the defender's face. You know, MJ only 6'6", so whenever he does that, he's actually rising over people taller than him, whereas LeBron's always shooting over people shorter than himself. Back to LeBron, and once again, he just watches the play unfold in front of him. And I bring this up because he and MJ are both doing a lot of floating and helping in this game, except that LeBron doesn't actually help during his help defense, whereas you see MJ moving all the time. This is the very next possession. It's not the same clip. It looks like it because he's just standing there again. This is an important point to make. I'm not just trying to pick on LeBron. It's important that you understand that he doesn't help on help defense. He left his man in the corner wide open. So if he doesn't help when he comes to help, that means he's just not guarding two people. I'm fast forwarding. I'm actually trying to find him scoring. You guys think I'm picking on him, but you tell me where he is. Look at him. He's not even in the frame that entire possession. Finally, LeBron shows up. I mean, what the hell? And he just dribbled the ball off of the defender's foot. And look at him here. Like, I can't stand this about today's basketball. He's just walking around acting cool instead of participating. All right, I tried to fast forward to LeBron scoring, but still not there. So let's go back to MJ. And oh my God, did you see him fighting? He had to wrap all the way around the court, caught the ball, rose and shot it, and drained that thing. Even you LeBron fans got to be impressed watching this. And here he is playing alert D, so he's ready to grab that ball, gets the steal there, brings it up, and MJ decides to go for the layup. He does not get the call, but I like that he's still on the court involved instead of just standing out of bounds complaining. All right, we finally have LeBron scoring because he decides to go to the old freight train, move, get bailed out by the refs. That fucking shoulder shrug is like just the most disgusting shit I've ever seen. Slaps himself on the chest because he made a layup. Is he even touched here besides his offensive foul? I mean, the guys that swung missed. He should be embarrassed that the refs blew the whistle for him. He may have gotten away with too many steps again. I don't want to dwell on this, spend too much time on it, but you count these steps and you tell me. I tell you what, I didn't count MJ taking more than 2 during his layups. All right, he picks up the ball here. You see that back foot? That's the gather step. And then there are 3 more steps. There's 1, 2, 3. Depending on your argument, you could say that that was 4 steps. It's 3 or 4 steps. Either way, it's 1 to 2 more than are allowed. People talk about Mike's reputation about being tough on people, but I don't know, his demeanor in these huddles looks way more pleasant than what I see with LeBron. LeBron just looks like he's constantly disgusted with everyone. Man, that face is easier to look at than LeBron's. I'm just going to let this run because it's so nice not to be looking at a Cro-Magnon covered with hair paint and makeup. Can someone tell me the name of the guy that just passed the ball to Michael Jordan? No, you can't. But my God, what a shot that was. It's a nifty little move, complete with a leaning in the air shot. A little more creative than just bulldozing and waiting for the refs to bail you out. Speaking of, we better get back to LeBron James. And there's Russell Westbrook driving, cutting, drawing the D, giving LeBron another chance to finish within a couple of feet of the rim. Let's do a LeBron double feature. Let him shoot again. Does not make that one. I can't get over how much more active the entire team defense looks, including Michael, just compared to today. It's like there's nobody resting. Everybody's hustling. Everybody's coming in to do smothering defense. Tyronn Lue, that is the first name I recognize on Michael's team. And that's only because he's a coach in the NBA now. You notice how Michael isn't ever left alone? None of these wide open shots the other teams are giving LeBron, where they're basically begging him to shoot it. Everybody, you remember Popeye Jones, right? Another superstar. MJ was always trying to stack the cards in his favor, wasn't he? All right, back to LeBron. Now look what LeBron had to do to get open. Take a step. Stand, 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 shoot, miss. I mean, the work LeBron has to put in to get an open shot is really commendable. Not to mention his tendency to brick and run. That's going to come back. Remember that. Remember the brick and run. All right, this is MJ on the bench for the first time in the game. This is the beginning of the second. I've noticed that LeBron goes to the bench at least once every quarter. Every quarter. And at least once. All right, MJ is about to check back in. There's Mike running the baseline. Catch, turn around, shoot. That is an old man working for his shot with a beautiful release. By contrast, let's go back to LeBron, who can make a layup complete with an offensive foul. And he is so proud of his layup, he's got to do some goofy hand motion that doesn't make any sense. Now watch his arm. He uses his left arm to create the contact. The foul is on him, if there's a foul. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a defender taking an elbow and a knee at the same time, and he gets the foul called on him. That's how LeBron gets to go to the free throw line. Not quite the same, is it? All right, now pay attention. Bottom right corner. Watch MJ anticipate this play, pop out and get the steal. Comes down to the other end. Where the hell are his teammates? Unfortunately, he does not make that one. But he does hustle back. Look at him, he didn't quit. I was trying to see if he got fouled. Ha! Zooming in on this old footage doesn't work. Obviously, Mike feels the way I do about that he got fouled. He sure has a much more respectful demeanor and look on his face when he's talking to the ref. We better get back to LeBron. I'm amazed at how he's helping out his teammate there, just standing there bringing the defender over and then watching the rest of the entire offensive possession. All right, let's give LeBron another chance. And here he drives. He finishes. I can't blame a 6'9", 260-pound guy for driving, but I don't have to be impressed by it. All right, get ready to watch Mike go to work. Look at, he's just constantly moving. I'm getting tired watching him. Oh my goodness. What are you going to do about that? Man, I'm going to start sounding gay, but it's just so nice not to look at LeBron's face. God damn, Mike is a much better looking human being. All right, back to LeBron, but the defender went right past him. Kind of made him look like a fool, actually. And LeBron just stops. He's like, well, I guess I'll watch the rest of the play. And, you know, that's an unnecessary foul, but of course it doesn't get called. This young buck getting physical, getting frustrated, trying to guard the old man. And even though MJ misses this, I just want to point out the constant movement, the constant need to work to get the shot. Back to LeBron. Oh my God, do something. Except for rest, for the love of God. There you go. Take a wide open layup, compliments of your teammate with a beautiful dime. Gee, LeBron, how ever do you make layups? Remember me talking about help D? Look at MJ. Back and forth all over the place. Here he is. Come over. Double. Sees the pass. Pops back down. I'm not so sure that wasn't a clean rip. I think he stripped him. Clean or not, he got called for it. But can you imagine having to help your center all day? Woo! If they would have called a clean strip on LeBron, LeBron would still be yelling in their faces with that ugly-ass mug of his. All right, let's keep it on MJ for an offensive possession. And then we'll do a double when we go back to LeBron. There goes Mike running the baseline again. Having to cut around like Steph Curry. He looks like Steph Curry trying to get open. Oh, look at the roll. A little wrestling match on the floor there, but that shooter's touch. Okay, back to LeBron, and there he is at the top of the key, waiting for someone to make something happen. He's not really doing much. I don't see this kind of standing back in the 2001 game by anybody. And here we go with LeBron on defense, doing a whole lot of nothing. I know everyone thinks I'm a hater, but this shit's real. This is play-by-play, back and forth, examining 2001 and 2023. Going back to MJ, and I'm not manipulating. This is MJ going all over the place on the defensive end. I mean, he's tight on his man, and then he's reaching and helping. I'm just saying, he's not standing there watching. 6'6" MJ posting up. Oh, like I wrapped his arms around both sides of him. Oh, that's Stacey Augmon? All right, back to LeBron, and there he is just standing again. Come on, you guys. You gotta be starting to see the difference here. He just waits until there's an easy opportunity like this one. Gee, LeBron, can you catch an alley-oop? Good job. However, do you accomplish such scoring feats? I mean, this is the type of stuff that keeps LeBron around the 50% FGP mark. And he's not hooking his teammates up with the same thing. It's like the plan is, hey, feed LeBron easy buckets all game long. There goes MJ. Already working, running around to get his shot. That almost looked like a little bit of bully ball. That's the most I've seen out of MJ. Can he really move people like that? 6'6", 190. All right, after we watch MJ fight with his team with smothering defense down there, let's go back and take a look at that previous play. Okay, I'm sorry. That looks like a flop to me. The telltale sign is that MJ doesn't do any gathering. He doesn't do any jerking. This is just, regular dribbling, and the guy flies backward as though someone, hit him hard. There's no arm swing through. There's no sticking out of the ass. The dribbling motion doesn't change whatsoever. It doesn't look like you're gathering momentum. That's just regular dribbling, turn and shoot. Look, if you want to call that offensive, go ahead, but sorry. No. You know what? I was so busy examining whether that was an offensive foul that I didn't appreciate the beauty of the move afterward, the up and under. Look at this. And MJ rising up between all those outstretched arms is exactly what you LeBron fans claim LeBron is getting fouled on when he drives. So if raising your hands up against someone driving is a foul against LeBron, then it's a foul here. Key difference being that LeBron is actually seeking the contact. He's forcing contact by bowling over people. All right, let's get back to LeBron and some inspiring defense. My God. I bet a lot of you didn't notice what happened there. I got to take a minute and replay it. Let me break it down for you. Look behind LeBron. Look to the left of LeBron. Look to the right of LeBron. Tell me who he's guarding. And when someone finally arrives for him to guard, he leaves. And that guy drains it. Don't tell me that isn't on LeBron. I got to include MJ's misses, and here he drives. He wanted a foul, so let's take a look. And you see Eldon Campbell's hand on him, and then he gets him on the arm in the air there. Does not get the call. And MJ is disappointed. This is as close to disgusted LeBron as you get for a millisecond. And he runs up the court with a smile and looks at the ref, and that's the extent of it. LeBron kicks off the third with a nice fadeaway jumper. The problem is that he travels and gets a bullshit whistle and then acts proud of himself for getting a bullshit whistle. Look at this. He literally stops off for lunch, eats a sandwich. Take as many steps as you need, LeBron, as you carry the ball and change directions. Wow, what a move. And here's the foul. Look closely. That's as close as the defender comes to touching him. LeBron walks around mean mugging as if he actually deserved that free throw attempt and then misses the free throw. Back on defense, we have yet another case of LeBron eating popcorn and watching the game go by until he decides to get the rebound. He brings it up, and we have yet another layup attempt. Only this time he doesn't get the bailout. He's upset, and he decides he's not going to bother getting back. You stop and look, and you see that LeBron is not across half court. And this is so common the last several seasons in particular. And sometimes this laziness, this quitting attitude is rewarded in the form of cherry picking. More easy points for LeBron, which he tries to get away with here, but this time it doesn't work out. Remember this? Only moments ago, where MJ actually did get fouled, didn't get the call, and still ran up the court. Here's another case of Charlotte just being horrible, because that was really lazy defense. And my God, LeBron, how did you manage to pull down that rebound? I mean, look at this. And yes, I am trying to find a scoring play for LeBron. Here comes another drive with a shot that has no chance in hell, but the whistle will come, and did come. It just blows my mind that people actually claim he doesn't get enough whistles. That's just not having a sense of reality. Mike is getting nothing for free. I can't tell if that was a clean strip from here, but I guarantee you cannot swing your arm at LeBron James like that and get away with it, whether it's clean or not. Let's go back and look really quick, not so much to determine if it was a foul or not, but to emphasize that MJ isn't pouting. He's back. Look at Mike still fighting, still helping on defense, and then sprinting back down the other way. Mike fakes, passes to the open man unselfishly. Oh, they can't connect. I don't want to hear these complaints about the Lakers not being able to shoot. Get another chance here. Now, this is what it looks like when you give to a real closer. Now that's the way to end a half.
It's pretty. It's so pretty. Go with Sizzler. We go with Sizzler.
Okay, we've reached the third period for both players. Angry Old Hoops is going to provide his own advanced stats at halftime. MJ shot 15 of 22 for 68%. According to NBA.com, that was 2 layup attempts. 2 out of 22 were layup attempts. LeBron had 9 of 14 for 64%, but according to NBA.com, 7 layup attempts. 7 of 14, 50% of his shots were layups and alley-oops. I emphasize this because I think that creating your own opportunity and displaying your accuracy is more impressive than point-blank shooting when you're uncontested. Here's the shot chart comparison. Look at MJ. Look at the wide range of areas that he's hurting them from. LeBron, by contrast, with the exception of 2 mid-ranges, has missed pretty much everything except for layups. Now, I watched this game enough times that I know Michael had 1 more layup attempt. The significance of this is that he was fouled on it, so it does not count as an attempt on his stat sheet. But because I am measuring the difficulty of shots, I do want to count it. So Michael has had 3 layups total, including the one he got fouled on. For example, with LeBron, that one doesn't count as an attempt because he missed and got a foul call.